There are many Brutuses here, and maybe a few Caesars also. But I think we have to give Jeremy a chance to respond to Michael Kleiner's point, saying, yes, Naftali Bennett is right-wing. He's religious, as you say, but this government is bringing in figures on the left into positions of power, and that will influence things going forward.
For sure will. Look, let's be honest. This is not going to be a right-wing government, but it's not going to be a left-wing government. It's going to be something that's in the middle. And in terms of functionality, if Merav Michaeli decides that she wants to block things, we know how to block things too. I don't think that's going to be where we go here, because we're going to have Benjamin Netanyahu as opposition leader, and that's going to be great motivation for Merav Michaeli not to go ahead and do a bunch of things that could torpedo this coalition.
He will stay the glue even after he's
I believe
going away.
that Benjamin Netanyahu, and you can quote me here, he will be the glue that keeps the entire government together. And if it actually does last as long as it does, and Lapid is able to go ahead and take over at a certain point, 2+ years from now, then it'll be Benjamin Netanyahu that allowed the coalition to last that long in order for that to happen. But again, in terms of the coalition itself, let's be honest, when you're looking at Gideon Sa'ar as a right-wing justice minister, that's much better than Benny Gantz or Nissenkorn or Tzipi Livni, who once had it.
To appoint justice.
I'm happy to tell you that Likud is going to get a spot there. Yamina is going to have a spot. New Hope is going to have a spot. As you know, you need 7 out of 9. We will have veto power to veto whoever we need in the Supreme Court.
I don't want to.
Don't worry, Michael.
Okay, hold on. I don't want to go too much into those kind of details, but here's I think the key point. A few months ago, I spoke here in the studio with Naftali Bennett about why he was willing to contend against Netanyahu. Let's take a listen.
Israel is not managed. There's no competent management of this country. If it were a company, the CEO would be fired. And it's time to fire the CEO and bring in a new CEO, a new leader. Say thank you to Netanyahu, which I do appreciate his contribution. He's not going to be able to unite the country. He's not going to be able, he doesn't have the ability these days to reinvigorate Israel, and that's what we need. So that's what we're going to do.
I want to go about that point Naftali made, because there was a moment, and it was 5-6 years ago, when it looked like Benjamin Netanyahu, instead of trying to have some kind of either unity government or broader government, said, I'm going to go strictly along on the right and go all in on this, and that served him for a period of time. But it looks like in the end that is what kind of defeated him, that maybe people felt he was just a bit of a divisive figure at this stage.
Look, the last coalition, which was a sort of a unity government with Benny Gantz, wasn't such a good experience of how you run a country with two heads in the leadership.
Benjamin Netanyahu had something to do with that.
But everybody today, Benjamin Netanyahu serves as a scapegoat. Everything that runs wrong in the country is Benjamin Netanyahu. On the contrary, on the other hand, for example, the vaccines are the Kupot Cholim, the insurance, medical insurance companies. But Netanyahu is as prime minister. It's natural, but it's exaggerated in his case. The media is making a smear campaign against him. That's why when Bennett said, now there will be propaganda against you, on the contrary, the propaganda of all the media, of Al Jazeera 12, Al Jazeera 13, and Al Jazeera 11.
I'm going to explain to our viewers, these are the Israeli television channels, not literally.
Yeah, but called, which are equivalent to Al Jazeera. They will will compliment Bennett and will embrace him. He must be careful not to drown in a base of sugar.
I want to go, well, I'm not sure that everyone would necessarily agree.
Because he may drown in this sugar that they will send over him.
Many people, as Owen said, did not think this would happen. Let's